Hello and welcome to my channel if you're new, or welcome back. If you are new here, my name is Danny and I create clean beauty content as well as talk about like skin issues and stuff like that, like acne. Today's video is super exciting because it is a collaboration with Alexa Blake, and we're of course going to be doing a review and demo of Milk Makeup. I have done one other collaboration with her before, so I was just super excited to be able to do another one with her. She's so sweet. She is such a kind person and she creates the best makeup looks. I personally don't feel like I'm the best at creating makeup looks, but she has got it down. She creates the prettiest looks using all, of course, more conscious beauty products. You guys will absolutely love her channel. So after you watch this video, make sure that you head over to Alexa's channel so you can see the look that she creates and also the products that she uses, because I'm sure she'll be using some different products from Milk Makeup. That way you'll be able to see a wider variety of their products. So definitely make sure to go ahead and check out her channel. I'll have it linked in the description box below. So Milk Makeup is a brand that both of us used before switching over to clean beauty, and we didn't really realize that Milk Makeup actually does pay more attention to their ingredients. They definitely aren't marketing themselves as being clean beauty, but they do definitely try to use cleaner ingredients, which I thought was so interesting because I didn't know that. I literally just kind of assumed that they weren't clean. So when I found out that they were actually paying more attention to their ingredients, that made me super excited. So their website does talk about what clean beauty means to them. They do have a little section on their website that says what clean beauty means to Milk Makeup. I do kind of want to read that to you guys a little bit because, you know, some people might not think of Milk Makeup as being a super clean brand, but if you don't want to listen to this, feel free to just skip past and go to the demo applying the products. But for those of you that are interested, I did kind of want to just read to you about this. Sorry guys, I just want to do a slight pause and say, of course, always do your own research to see if you're okay with the ingredients in a product, because what ingredients are okay to one person might not be as clean as another person wants. And even though Milk Makeup is trying to be more conscious of their ingredients, they still might possibly use some ingredients that you might not personally want to use. So I just want to say be aware of that. And also, I just never want to lead you guys in the wrong direction and kind of just tell you about a brand that might not be as clean. But at the same time, I want this to be an open and fun space to just talk about makeup. But I never want to lead you guys in the wrong direction as far as how clean a product is. So just always do your own research. I try to, you know, do my own research and give you the information that I get, but I might not always have as much information as there is available and that you need to know. So just always do your research and just be aware of the ingredients that you personally are okay with using. So it says, because the world throws a lot at you, including tons of gross toxins, Milk Makeup strives to be clean. So what does that mean? We leave the bad stuff out of our products. You will never see ingredients like parabens, sulfates, SLS, SLES, formaldehyde, mineral oil, or talc in our line. These ingredients are questionable for your health and have no place on your face. Yes, Milk Makeup, I agree. Instead, you'll notice that we formulate with nourishing alternatives like watermelon extract and mango butter. And it says being clean also means that we're always on the lookout for innovative, good-for-you ingredients that still deliver in the payoff department. Our guarantee: makeup and skincare that work hard and play harder. So I think that it's really cool because they are, you know, trying to use those cleaner ingredients. Now, they might not be perfect, but I was really interested because Alexa told me that one of her subscribers informed her that Milk Makeup is actually working on getting the clean stamp at Sephora. So that's really cool. That's super exciting. Also, I wanted to tell you guys that Alexa actually emailed the company just because she had a few questions for them. She wanted to know what they use in their fragrance, because you know when a brand just says fragrance in the ingredients, you have no idea what it's made out of. It could be something
so bad for you. So she just wanted to know what it's made of, and they did answer her, and they told her that they only use natural fragrances composed of essential oils in their formulas. Also, in addition to getting the clean stamp of approval at Sephora, they're also looking into possibly getting EWG certification in the future. And if you don't know what the EWG certification is, EWG is actually a database where you can look up ingredients and read about the ingredients and get a rating for how clean it is. I just wanted to add that little bit of information for you guys.
So they definitely are striving to be more clean. Also, it is really cool because it says that when they started Milk Makeup, they all had young kids, and which makes them, hyper aware of all the toxicity in the world. So they wanted to, create makeup products that if their kids were to accidentally, or just stumble into their makeup, that it wouldn't be a bad thing because it's not going to have all them nasty ingredients in it. So I just thought that that was really cool, and I wanted to share that with you guys. So let's just go ahead and jump right into applying the makeup. So I've got my hair up in a crazy messy bun. So to get started, I'm going to use the cooling water, and this is a soothing seawater caffeine infused gel stick to depuff the eyes and energize the look of the skin. So I'm just going to apply this under my eyes to kind of depuff this area, and I have tried this before. Actually, this was one of the products that I used before I switched over to clean beauty. I did really enjoy this product. I don't necessarily notice that it does a whole lot, like it doesn't make your skin look smooth or anything, but I do kind of think that it just feels really nice. I definitely like kind of keeping this in a little skincare fridge. I know it's kind of unnecessary, but it does, it makes it cool, so it does make it feel nice, and I think that that kind of helps with the depuffing. And you could apply this over more of your skin if you want. You don't just have to use it under the eyes, but that is just how I generally like to use it. Although sometimes in the summer, when it was hot, I would just kind of apply this all over my face because it did kind of just soothe the skin and just kind of cool it off, because it definitely does have a cooling feeling to it, so that's quite nice. So next I'm going to go ahead and use their Hydro Grip Primer, and this is supposed to be a hydrating makeup gripping primer with hemp derived cannabis seed extract and blue agave extract for all day hydration and hold. So it also has prickly pear, cactus extract, and aloe water to hydrate, soothe, and calm the skin. It also has hyaluronic acid. It is silicone free and oil free, and its green tinted formula blends in clear to work across all skin tones and types. So I am interested to see how this works for my skin. I have heard some people say that it makes their skin break out, and I do have acne prone skin, so I am a little bit suspicious and just kind of worried about this, if it's gonna make my skin break out. And applying this right off the bat, it has a very cooling feeling to it. It definitely feels kind of like a serum. It doesn't feel like super thick or anything like that. It definitely has like a serum type of feel to it. And it does have that tackiness to it now that it's applied. So I think that that will kind of help to make it that makeup gripping primer. So hopefully that will kind of help make the makeup stick to your face for a little bit longer. So for foundation, I'm going to be using their Blur Liquid Matte Foundation. This is supposed to be an ultra weightless full coverage foundation that is silicone free and oil free to let skin breathe. I have the shade Light, which is supposed to be like a light with peach undertones. I'm going to take a little bit on my finger and then just dot this all over my face. And I will say it kind of does have a strong scent. It kind of does smell a bit similar to other conventional foundations, which kind of smells like paint. I don't know if any of you guys have ever thought that. I feel like you probably have. Most people that use foundation, I'm sure they have smelled foundations that kind of smell like paint, just because I find that a lot of them tend to smell like that. This was one of my favorite foundations when I was using conventional beauty, so I was definitely super excited to learn that Milk Makeup actually is paying more attention to their ingredients than I thought. Like, I just assumed that it was, not clean at all. So I shouldn't have done that. I should have done more research. But yeah, so I am very excited to learn that this is more safe ingredient friendly, so that's great. I just really like how it looks on the skin. Gives a very skin-like look to it. It doesn't look too heavy. I definitely agree that it has that weightless look to it. So with one layer on, I don't think that it's full coverage yet. Definitely think that I'm going to have to build this up, and this is coming from somebody with acne-prone skin who does have quite a bit of that hyperpigmentation, so I feel like this is a good test for if it really is full coverage, because if it's full coverage for people who just have perfect flawless skin, then is it really full coverage? I don't think so. So I think that this is kind of like a medium coverage right now, so I definitely am gonna go in with another layer. For concealer, I'm using their Flex Concealer. I have it in the shade Creme, which is described as a very fair with warm yellow undertones. It's supposed to be a medium to full coverage concealer that can take on anything you've got from under eyes to over breakouts. And it's infused with Blue Lotus to moisturize and Chamomile to help calm redness and soothe the skin. I did notice that this one kind of does have a paint smell too. Honestly, I think the smell is a little bit stronger than the foundation even. I've been really liking to use this little Real Techniques sponge for under the eyes. I just like how small it is. It's super easy to kind of get under the eye area, though normally I would just use the regular Real Techniques sponge, but I got these a while ago and kind of forgot about them, so I just kind of discovered them in my drawer again and decided to go ahead and try them out, and I've been really liking them. So you can see that that really does kind of brighten up the under eyes, and I do think that it has pretty good coverage. I'm going to try to apply a little bit more. This is honestly like a lot more than I normally apply. I'm just not the type of person to drag a whole lot down. I just don't do that because I find that it looks cakey. At least on my skin type. I think that this would be really good at concealing blemishes as well. I did get kind of a lighter shade though to brighten up the under eyes, so I don't really want to use that on blemishes because that will just kind of accentuate those and make them more obvious, which obviously I don't want to do. I do like how both the foundation and the concealer is looking. I think that it looks really pretty. It does look quite skin-like. I mean, obviously I can tell that I have foundation on. It's not like undetectable, but I do think that it looks quite nice on the skin. I don't think that it looks overly heavy or anything like that, and it does feel quite comfortable. I know that this says that it's supposed to be a matte foundation, and I don't think that it is. However, I do have combination skin, so maybe it's just because my skin is a little bit oily that it doesn't really go completely matte on my skin type, but I think it has a little bit of a dewiness to it, which I do like. So let's go ahead and jump into bronzer. So for bronzer, I have just a regular cream bronzer, and this is described as a creamy matte bronzer stick for the face and body that provides an immediate hydrating warmth. And I have this little mini version right here, and actually I'm gonna get a brush for this. So I'm just gonna kind of apply this like a contour. So I'm gonna start with this much, and then if I want to add a little bit more, I'll add some more. I'm just gonna blend this in with this Real Techniques foundation brush. Gonna go over it with a sponge just to try to blend it out even more, but this did blend in really nicely. It definitely sinks into the skin well. And I'm also going to use this bronzer And I'm gonna apply this to the crease just to kind of create that depth and add that little eyeshadow, because I don't technically have an eyeshadow from them. So I'm just gonna be using this for my eyeshadow. And I always think that putting like a bronzer shade in your crease just really kind of helps to put a look together, especially if you don't feel like doing a whole lot. Just putting a bronze color in the crease just kind of makes everything look put together. And then I'm also going to put some of this on my lower lash line. And I'm also going to kind of just build up that warmth on the outer portion of the eyes. Blend over it all again with the crease brush. So for eyebrows, I'm using their Kush Fiber Brow Gel. This is described as a tinted vegan brow gel formulated with thickening, heart-shaped fibers and conditioning hemp-derived cannabis seed oil for long-lasting fullness, shape, and definition. I have this in the shade Haze. So this is kind of just like a quick type of eyebrow product. It has that like kind of mascara looking type of wand, except for much smaller. And I do really like these type of eyebrow products when I just want to do something super quick. Now these definitely aren't as precise because you can't like control and really kind of draw in eyebrows if that's what you're wanting to do. So this is more for like a just super quick way to just add a little tint to your brows and kind of make them look a little bit more put together, kind of make it so those it doesn't have as much flyaways, and just kind of gives it a bit of a tint. Next is their Glow Oil Lip and Cheek. This is described as a sheer shimmering lip and cheek tint for a lit from within glow on the go. I have it in the shade Glimmer, which is described as a mauve shimmer. So this looks super pretty. I'm going to apply this both on my cheeks and my lips, and I think I might even apply this to my eyes. Maybe not. I don't know if I want this kind of, it almost has like a berry tint, I feel like. So I don't know if I'm gonna wanna apply this to my eyes, but I do think that that would look really pretty. So this is definitely very glowy. It is like an oil stick, so it makes sense. I feel like it might almost be taking away a little bit of the coverage of the foundation, just because it is that like oily consistency. But I do think that this looks really pretty. I think that this would look great for like a really natural look if you want a little bit of a extra glow. The very subtle cheek color. I'm also going to apply some to the lips. I think I'm going to hold off on putting that on my eyes because I may actually just use the highlighter on my eyes. So I actually have two highlighters from them. I have one of their cream highlighters and then also one of their powder highlighters. I'm going to start off with the cream highlighter. It is described as a dewy, everyday cream highlighter stick that glides on for a natural glow, and I have this in the shade Blitzed. Super pretty, definitely a very dewy look. I do really like that Milk Makeup kind of has in mind for like easy, just like quick on the go makeup. Next up is their powder highlighter, and this is their Flex highlighter. So I have it in the shade Iced, which is a soft gold. The highlighter is described as a silky pearl and gemstone packed pressed highlighter that glides on smooth without creasing or caking for a next level glow. And I definitely agree. This is a next level glow. Like, this is so pretty. Woo, it's so gorgeous, so pretty. I'm just gonna use my little fluffy highlighter brush here. Get some on, and honestly you don't need much of this because it's gonna glow even with a little bit. I'm kind of gonna go ham with it because why not? So pretty. Ooh, so pretty. Gotta apply some to the brow bone, and I think I'm gonna actually apply this like on the center of the lid for like an eyeshadow. also gonna apply this to the inner corners. Also going to take some of this on my finger, and I'm going to apply this kind of all over the lid. For mascara, I have their Kush High Volume Mascara. This is described as a high volume mascara with nourishing hemp-derived cannabis seed oil, thickening heart-shaped fibers, and pure pigments for a clump-free, intense black finish. That gives so much length and volume. I just finished applying the mascara, and I do think that I really like it, but man, my eyelashes are so weird. I don't know what it is about them, but they don't like to curl. I curled them when I first applied the mascara. It looks great. It looks super pretty, lengthens it nicely, and gives it some volume, but then after like 5 seconds my eyelashes just like, I don't know what it is, but my eyelashes just don't like to stay curled. Does anybody else have that problem? Comment down below if you have that problem, because I have that problem. I don't think that it's fault to this mascara, because literally every mascara pretty much does this to me. I don't know why. But anyway, you guys, this is the finished look, and I do think that it looks really nice. Even with that bold highlight, I still think that the look in general is still kind of natural, which I think that Milk Makeup goes for that quick and natural makeup. And I do really like how it looks. I feel super put together, and I just think it looks really, really nice. I love this highlighter. I'm going to be using this a lot. It's gorgeous. I definitely recommend, if you are interested in trying their highlighters, this is a really good one. I do like their cream one as well, but I definitely think that I'll be reaching for this powder one more. I really hope that you guys found this video helpful and that you liked it. If you did, definitely let me know by giving me a thumbs up, and also don't forget to head over to Alexa's channel and check out her Milk makeup look. She creates the best makeup looks, so I'm super excited to see what she creates and which products she picked up from them, because they do have a variety of different ones. So she might not be using all these same exact products. I'm sure she might have some differences in that. So hopefully her video will give you even more of a wide range or review of Milk makeup. But yeah, so definitely head over to her channel and subscribe. Give her some love. You guys are gonna love her. But before I finish this video, I just want to say thank you all so much for watching. And if you do enjoy clean beauty content, makeup looks, and just reviews about clean beauty, I also talk about skincare and stuff. If you do like that, it would mean so much to me if you would go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Thank you all so much for watching, and I hope to see you all in my next video. Bye guys.